welcome to the vlog. Jen and I decided to go for a stroll.
I thought our shadows were like an animal pouncing.
What?
I don't know, I thought it was a lion.
We decided to go stroll because it's 70 degrees and it's a beautiful night. We're gonna go see Carly because she just got back into the country. Okay, story time again. This one is about Micah, me, and my brother Zachary. The three of us, back in Virginia, we lived behind the house. There was this little barn. It was kind of it was our next door neighbor's barn, but it was right behind our house in like suburbs. It's very weird that it was there. It was like a barn, and then behind it, that barn, it had a few sheds. And also there was a place where he stored a car. So we'd go and we'd do this thing called Adventure Time. And so what we do is we would climb up this tree, get on the roof, and then climb over. And we'd kind of like act like ninjas. And then I remember a few moments that were pretty significant, both of them being like older than me and bigger than me. They were able to do all the stuff that I wanted to do that I couldn't do, like jump over things or climb a little bit farther than I could. There was one time they were jumping back and forth between this gap, and I was super scared to do it, you know? And so I was just standing there, and then I'm pretty sure Zach and Micah both jumped to the other side. Dude, just jump. We'll grab you on the other side. Just do it. And so there I go, and I remember just trusting 100% them and just jumping. And just, I made it, landed completely fine. It was not a big jump. I remember the fear of that moment, the fear of that, taking that leap and taking that jump. And the majority of it was in my head, and it was amazing to have brothers there that would support me and push me through that. Even though it's just a goofy little, a dangerous thing actually. No one really knew we did it. So there were awesome moments like that we got to spend together and just goof off and act like we were ninjas, and we would do that like all the time. And that was such an awesome part of my childhood experience with Micah and Zachary as well. That bonded kind of the three of us together, moments like that and things like that. And we would go on to live some amazing, crazy adventures from that mentality. And if you know any Tombley guys or any Tombley, so you know that that's like something we do. And I think I can relate that to my life and my dealing with grief and stuff. And there was a moment in Micah before he passed that I went into the hospital room with him, and everyone would go in and they would talk to him. He had a tube in his mouth at the time. And I share this moment because it was a very amazing moment for me, and to see how strong he was and how fearless he was. Okay, so let me tell you the whole possum situation, starting from the beginning. So basically, about almost a month now ago, one of my friends noticed that he saw some footprints downstairs. So when I saw the footprints, I was curious as to what it was. And I knew that a few days before, my friend and I accidentally left the door open for about an hour or two. So I wasn't sure if something got inside, if it was a cat or whatnot, or I didn't know what it was, but something was inside my house. So I needed to figure out what this thing was. But here's the thing, I had no way of seeing it because every time I tried to look for it, I couldn't find it. I did think I heard something before rustling around. I thought maybe a mouse, maybe something, so I was gonna go buy traps. I never got the opportunity to. So I tried to get those traps. The footprints looked bigger than just a mouse. Looked like something like a cat or a possum. So I had to go into something a little bit more intense, and that was to get traps. So I got these traps, and there was 2 of them. And so I put them up and I tried to catch this thing, and days go by, don't get it. One day I wake up to rustling, and I come out and I see the possum run up to the refrigerator, and that's the video that I showed you a little bit ago in the last vlog. And so it was sitting on top of my refrigerator, and I was standing over here trying to get it out. I ended up chasing it downstairs that day, staying up pretty much all night. I was sick at the time, I had a sinus infection. The next day, it comes back up. This time I see it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go open the door and see if I can chase it out. So I open the door, and it's sitting up there. I end up chasing it out. It takes like a long time. It's like 3 in the morning by the time I actually get it out. So I have not been getting consistent sleep now. And so I get it out. I'm like ecstatic about it. On top of the world. I'm like, I finally did it. You know, I can finally sleep peacefully. So then I end up the next day coming up and I'm joking with Jen and we're walking up the stairs and I'm like, it would be so funny if it was on top of the refrigerator. I walk right up the stairs, there it is on the refrigerator. I am so mad at this point. I'm like, I can't believe it. This is so stupid. What the heck? So that night I just go ahead and leave the house and go sleep somewhere else at one of my friend's house. So after that, we decided that weekend I'm gonna catch this thing. This went into something a little bit different. So I went ahead and invited some friends over. We all came over, and let's say it got to the point where a possum did not survive the night. I'm not going to describe how it happened or what happened, but a possum didn't survive the entire night. At this point, I am so upset and so angry about all these possums, but I'm like, it's finally gone. We're finally clear. I'm still paranoid about a possum being somewhere. So the other night, I come home and I'm just chilling in my house. And then all of a sudden I hear a rustling. And at this point, I'm so mad. I'm like, what is going on? There could not be another possum. So I run out here and I hear something scurry away down the stairs and then I hear something fall. I run downstairs. I see him. There he is. So possibly there was a whole family of possums living in my house. So I call my friends over. One of my friends comes over. I go upstairs with the other friend to grab something to chase it out or whatever we're going to do with it. But I come back downstairs and she is running out the door with the possum. And so she lets it go out on the street. We come back in, we try to seal up everything we can so the possum can't get back in. I have a video right here of it happening, so here you go.
I got it. Oh, Carly! Oh my God, Joe!
Oh my God! What the heck?
Wash your hands, don't touch yourself, go. Those things carry diseases out the wall too. Yeah, you're gonna wanna, I don't know what this is. Drop it on the porch.
And the best part is I got it all on video.
Moral of the story, I hate possums, okay? And also, there might be possibly one or two more possums in my house because I think there was a mother and their kids. So, right now, I have tried to seal up everything that I could think a possum could get through. I'm going to put up some traps tonight, just in case, because I do not want a possum in my house. I had a horrible night of sleep last night because of it, which is really actually starting to affect anything I want to do in my entire life. So I need to get this possum situation out because I am too stressed out about sleeping with a possum in my home. With that being said, I'll try to document and keep you guys updated about how the possum situation is going because it absolutely sucks and it's the worst. I need to get back to running. I need to get rest. I need to be like lively, but I haven't been because of this possum. So I'm gonna catch this possum. Today is Monday. I'm posting this video tonight. I'm probably gonna go run tonight. I'm not gonna document it, but I'm gonna go do it. If I do document it, I will show it to you guys next time. It's probably gonna be later in the evening. I'm gonna try to finish this video up in a little bit. But here's the thing, I'm back, I'm still kicking, I'm still going. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the story. And